If you're an immigrant working corporate America, here are the 5 tips you need to know. Number 1, compliment people. This might seem odd because when someone does a good job, it seems weird to tell them that they did a good job for what they're getting paid to do. But in American culture, it's perfectly reasonable to give somebody a compliment when they just did the basic expectation of their job. So if you see that somebody did a really good job on presenting a slide or giving a really good presentation, or maybe they did a really good job on a project, it's perfectly okay for you to give them a compliment. In fact, this will go a long way for you in terms of networking. Number 2, lunch is pretty much 30 minutes. So I know in some other countries, lunch may be this big grand gesture where you go out to lunch, you order a big nice lunch, you sit there for an hour and a half, take your time, get to know the other person you're at lunch with. It's this nice, relaxing, big, long thing. In corporate America, lunch is barely 30 minutes. If you go out with somebody to get a lunch, it may be just a quick takeout that you could take back and eat at your office, or if you're actually doing a sit down, you're gonna order lunch right away, you're gonna get through it as fast as possible so you can get back to work. Lunch is quick, and if you make it long, you're gonna annoy people. So treat any lunch as a quick thing so you can get back to work. Number 3, every idea you hear in corporate America is a great idea. So whenever somebody presents any idea to you, even if it's the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, your reaction should be that it's a great idea and you're going to explore it or you're going to think about it. And then if you actually think it's truly a bad idea, then later on come up with a different way to do the same thing and suggest another alternative to that person. But in the moment, every idea is a great idea. Every idea should be explored. Every idea should be something that you should consider doing, because you don't want to negate someone's great idea right off the bat and then be seen as somebody who's negative in the workforce. Number 4, you're expected to be vocal and speak up in meetings. This is where that culture comes from, where people say to Tom's point or to Brooke's point or to Allie's point and then just regurgitate the same thing that that person has just said. It's part of that same idea that you're expected to speak up in meetings. So if you're in a meeting and you have something smart to say, you should speak up. A lot of times immigrants tend to be a little bit more quieter in meetings, partly because of the accent, but also because what's the point of regurgitating the same point that's already been said? But you are expected to speak up so that you're showing that you're adding value to a meeting. So if you have something smart to add, raise your voice, speak up. It's better for you to speak up than people to forget that you were even there. And number 5, don't overshare details about your personal life. So let's say you want to start a family. Don't overshare that because you don't know how that information will be received by the other person. And you should already avoid controversial topics such as politics, religion, all that, but also don't overshare too many details about your personal life. Or if something's going on that's a little bit dramatic in your life, for example, you're going through a rough divorce, again, you don't want to overshare that because you don't want to be at the topic of the conversation at the office, so it's better just not to share it. If you do want to build rapport and share details about your personal life, focus on non-controversial topics like here's what I did over the weekend, here's this great vacation spot. Keep it at that surface level. Don't start going into intricate details about your personal life. So hope that helps.